The signs of battle are all around. And this in the middle of a residential area which both sides agreed they'd stay out of. It was meant to be a buffer zone, keeping the rebels and the Syrian regime apart and protecting the civilians. It very definitely isn't that. The rebels have made a string of territorial gains, and the regime forces are lashing back.
There's a lot of action going on, a lot of hits going in still, and a tank on fire. So the rebels and the regime, and helped by the Russians and the Iranians, are really battling over territory for this final rebel stronghold. And the rebels aren't giving up without a huge fight. But we've been spotted by the regime. Now we are the target.
They're aiming for the tank.
We're clearly marked as media, and I'm wearing a Muslim dress.
Run.
With us are 2 civilian activists, and with a military drone overhead, we realise we're being tracked. This is what has driven tens of thousands of civilians to flee their homes.
Staying stationary isn't helping.
The Blitz appears designed to do just that, push people out, and they're now cornered in Idlib province with nowhere else to go.
Come through this way. There's somebody shooting at that vehicle on the road. They've got line of sight. Come this way.
Those are 23s.
I know.
Shells.
It's a 20.
Help.
Bastard drone.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Come on, shoot it back.
The military aircraft is still above us.
Right. Where?
One of the activists has been injured.
I'm hit.
As we scramble for cover, the regime isn't giving up.
Smoke's burning out. Come on.
They're firing at us as we're trying to leave.
Come on, man. Put her on the floor. Let's go.
Idlib civilians are enduring this every day in this latest assault.
Are you all right, Bilal? Where are you hit? Oh, he is hit.
He's been hit by shrapnel. Sky producer Martin Vowles bandages his wound. It doesn't appear too serious.
So just go get him, don't you, huh?
This relentless shelling and the airstrikes are endangering millions of people now trapped in Idlib.
But civilians are very much in the firing line right now, aren't they?
Well, when you drop barrel bombs in the middle of a city, we don't get the impression that they're concerned about civilians because there's no backlash. And as long as there's no backlash, it's okay.
This is the same town which we filmed from the overlooking hillside. The bombardment is comprehensive. The ceasefire deal brokered by Russia and Turkey to safeguard civilians living here is in tatters. Bashar al-Assad's forces are again accused of dropping barrel bombs from helicopters, and the US is warning against using chemical weapons. The rebels insist they've already been hit by them. The latest violence escalated after HTS emerged as the dominant rebel group. The regime insists they're terrorists, and HTS warns there'll be a massacre in Idlib unless Assad stopped.
They repelled this attack. Look, you can see the Russian aggression now. These are the Russians who support Bashar al-Assad in killing Muslims in Syria. They support him in killing civilians and attacking them.
Whole towns have emptied in this final rebel outpost, with civilians being corralled into an increasingly small corner of Idlib, and neither side showing any sign of stopping the fighting. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Idlib.